He's got the pace to go into the box, and he doesn't finish. Adeyemi into the penalty area. Adeyemi to strike. Kicks. Let's see how this goes. And he's hit the post. In the summer transfer window, we spent over 150 million on the likes of Owen Windal, Ben Godfrey, Pedro Porro, and Alan Varela. And in spite of that, we still found ourselves losing to Nottingham Forest, roaring to Villa, and only managing to scrape a victory against Everton. And after 3 games played, that only leaves us with 4 points, sitting 9th in the Premier League table. And to top it all off, our brand new left back then gone and got an injury and is out for 4 weeks for kicking a ball. Christensen, you want to come in for Windal? You play right back, mate. So all in all, it's not really the start that I was expecting so far this season. But kicking off with Brentford this episode, we have the chance to make amends. And make amends they do. 4-1 away from home. Sinisterra getting on the score sheet twice. And next up, it's the big one. We are back in Europe. Lille, AZ and Dundee United in our group. That has got to be a group we've got to be getting past, surely. Can we reach the latter stages of the Europa League? I think we're going to have to deal with the pressure first. Can we kick off with a win? Absolutely we can. No changes to the starting 11, as you can see, and as it is our first European game of the season, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to play highlights only for this one. And as you can see, it is a very wet and windy Ellen Road in Leeds. Of course it is. Okay, so here we go. 2 minutes in. Lille have got their first attack of the game. Right, here we go. I think that one over to Andre. What on earth is going on? Dela Cruz, Struik, good defending. Okay, 7 minutes in, one-on-one with Struik, I think it is. Bayo for Lille, just going to try and hold him up. I do not hold him up. He's going to try and drive through the penalty area. Pedro Porro is there. Varela's there. Angel picks it up, though, straight into the box. Can we try and block his run? We do. Angel now has it. Pedro Porro's there. Here we go. Leeds counter-attack. 37 minutes played. Looks like it's going to be Varela that's going to pick this one up. Going to try and spray a pass out wide to Sinisterra. It's a poor pass. Second half starts with a Lille counter-attack. Counting down now. Looks like, I have no idea what his name is, but he's driving forward now. Kalulu doesn't make the challenge. He drives down on the right-hand side. Pedro Porro doesn't make the challenge either. He keeps going down this left-hand side. Cuts inside now. He's going to look for a ball. Can Struik get his hand on it? No, he can't. He's gone out wide to the left-hand side to Angel. Pedro Porro can't get the block. Goes back out to Goodmanson, I think that is. And is he going to try and whip a ball in? Instead he goes back to Angel. Pedro Porro almost gets in on it. Shaparenko to clear. And here we go. 63 minutes played. Looks like it's going to be Adeyemi with a solo run. He's going to just wait for the run across from Dan James. He's got the pace to go into the box, and he doesn't finish. 67 minutes, though. We've got another chance to redeem ourselves, and it's Adeyemi once again. Here we go. Tries to get it onto his left. Tries to spring round the defender. Goes into the box. It's a great save. And it's a free kick for Lille. 72 minutes played now. Looks like they're going to try and float this one into the box. They do not do that. Instead, they go short to Angel. Dela Cruz into Sarr. Bayo now has it. Out wide to someone, and it's way wide. And it's another Lille counter-attack. 83 minutes played. It remains 0-0 here. I thought I was going to be able to get some more attacking highlights, to be completely honest, but looks like I'm defending. But Ramsey, oh, come on. Leeds counter-attack now. 88 minutes played. Looks like there's going to be a ball through to Sinisterra. Just going to try and run straight onto this. Going to cut onto my right. Play it into the path of Dan James. He's going to strike with his right. And he sticks it into the back of the net. With 88 minutes played, we take the lead in our first European game in this season. What a way to score. What a time to score. And that is that for the end of the game. We win our first European game 1-0 at Ellen Road. What a great way to send the fans home happy. And that late goal puts us second in the table after playing what will probably be our hardest opponents. And we've got another loan offer. This time it's for Nonto from Seville. I definitely don't want him going out on a permanent basis, so it will just be a loan in this case. Next up is on to the big one at home against Arsenal. Annoyingly, I've got quite a lot of fatigue after that Lille game, so I'm going to have to make some changes. Popescu in for Sinisterra. I'm going to take Struik out and put Godfrey in instead. And I don't have anyone to replace Lucanet, so he's going to have to keep his place at left back. Arsenal are definitely a bogey team for us. I feel like they get a good result from us every single time we play them. Here he is, Godfrey, with his first start in a played game for me today. Martinelli springs past Shaparenko. Has Shaparenko got the pace to try and keep up with him? He does, but he doesn't have the strength. Martinelli just eases him off the ball, cuts it back to Dada. He lays a wonderful ball back into Martinelli, and straight away, inside 10 minutes, Balogun for Arsenal puts them 1-0 up. He lays it off to Pedro Porro. He goes down the line to Dan James. He's got acres of space to run into here. He's got the pace to get away from the defender. He's going to try and look in the box. It's so poor. Trying to chase him down. Carvajal, the right back, goes round Ben Godfrey like he's not even there. Drives into the penalty area. Vieira, almost. He goes infield to Adeyemi. I'm going to try and look for the ball over the top to Dan James. It's a great ball. Can he reach it? Yes, he can. Just gets it onto his left, going to try and swing this into the box, tries to go past Varela, and he does go past Varela, lays a wonderful ball in to Dada, he tries to lay it across to Balogun, and it's cut out by Godfrey. Martinelli picks it up, drives down this left-hand side, he's cutting inside though, lays it off to Balogun, great save, looking for a ball in, instead goes short to Dada, gets it back though, cuts inside, great stuff from Arsenal, Kalulu away, Balogun, oh wonderful from Balogun, my word, for Lucanet. He goes inside to Fabio Vieira. Balogun now has it. I'm trying desperately to stop a ball coming in. Saka to Martinelli. Great save. Gets it back from Saka. Tried to make a challenge with Ramsey. Couldn't quite get there. Balogun into Carvajal. Great save once again. Christensen. Oh, he couldn't get it away. Saka got it on the end of it. Balogun now into Vieira. Now he's going to go over the top to an on-running Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro with some great stuff. Gets there ahead of the defender. He's going to try and find a ball into the far post. He does to Popescu. Couldn't quite get there. Game over. Arsenal win here at Ellen Road. 1-0. And again, I said they were our bogey team. They continue to be our bogey team. We move on to our very first Carabao Cup game against Hartlepool this time. And this is definitely going to be a chance for some of my fringe players to get a game here. And they've absolutely blown it 3-2 to Hartlepool. Even with a rotated team, we really need to be beating them. And we try and go again, but we've got Liverpool to now contend with. Are your boys ready for the game? Look, we're going to play the game, not the occasion. How can we find consistency? Look, we're working on it, all right? And it's back to full strength against Liverpool, and I think this is going to be a really hard one. Liverpool at Anfield is going to be one of the toughest places we're going to have to come all season. I'm just hoping they press us as high as they normally do, and hopefully we can find some gaps in the defence. Lucanet with the short throw to Jacob Ramsey, who's been pretty quiet in the last few games, but he drives almost into the penalty area. Fabinho with a great challenge. Darwin Nunez turns away from Kalulu really wisely there, and he's driving through, lays it off to Mo Salah on the left-hand side. Mo Salah's challenged by Struijk. He cuts inside on the right-hand side, goes over the top to Mo Salah. Can Lucanet read it? He can. Lucanet, oh, that's difficult from Lucanet. Gives it away to Luis Diaz. Plays it into the path of Odegaard, drives into the area, looks for Nunez, and it's 1-0 Liverpool inside 20 minutes, and it's all our own doing. Poor from net, and Liverpool take the lead. Kalulu goes out wide to the right-hand side to Dan James. It's a strong pass, but it goes to him. Dan James to Adeyemi. Adeyemi into the penalty area. Adeyemi to strike. Varela looking for an option out wide on the right-hand side. He finds Dan James. Dan James goes in field to Adeyemi. Adeyemi, if he can find Sinisterra out wide on the left-hand side, he can. Sinisterra smashes it into the back of the net. And it's a great, well-worked goal from Leeds. It's the equaliser we deserve. We are back in it here at Anfield. Kovacic has got too much strength for him. Drives into the box. Struijk can't get on the end of it either. Kovacic is still going. Lucanet makes amends for earlier. Liverpool dangerous here now. Darwin Nunez trying to drive into the penalty area. He's got it back from Fabinho. Fabinho now has it in space. Fabinho drives in, and he drives into the back of the net. It's 2-0 Liverpool right on the stroke of half-time. Wide to Shaparenko. Shaparenko gets challenged, and Luis Diaz now has it. It's 3-on-2 here. Goes past Kalulu like he's not even there. He's into the box. It's 3-1 Liverpool. We are all over the shop. Fortunately for us, it's offside. And now Darwin Nunez has it for Liverpool once again. They're all over us at the start of this second half. He tries to just dink that one back into the path now. Fabinho with the power shot. Mo Salah tries to do the dance around the substitute Aronson into Fabinho. Kovacic with a power shot this time, and he powers that straight past the goalkeeper. Leaves him with no chance. Liverpool get a 2-goal cushion. It's 3-1 here at Anfield. Into Darwin Nunez, lays it out wide to Luis Diaz. Darwin Nunez gets it back, strikes it. Meslier, good save. Can we now launch a counter-attack? Dan James on the right-hand side. He's got pace to burn here, and he tries to run past Tapasosa. He does with ease. Can he find the ball into the box? No, he can't. Great defending. And Jota has it once again. Liverpool putting so much pressure on us in this second half. We've been absolutely nowhere. Lucanet is nowhere. Jota off the bar. No one tracking back. And in the end, I thought I was going to get there, but I'm not. Luis Diaz has it again, lays it off to Fabinho. Odegaard unmarked. Great save again. Gives it to Luis Diaz. He tries to drive into the box, lays it off to Jota. Jota has it. Meslier saves. That is that for the end of the game. It finishes here 3-1 at Anfield to Liverpool. And I can have no complaints whatsoever. They battered us in that second half, and they deservedly take the 3 points. And it's back to the Europa League now, and it's a great chance for us to get our season back on track. An away game against Dundee United. I think this is a game we can definitely win, so I am going to make some changes. Pedro Porro out for Christensen. Probably going to take Kalulu out as well for Godfrey. Windal is back from injury. He'll come in at left back. Adeyemi switch him for Gelhardt. Dan James for Brennan Johnson. And probably take an out-of-form Jacob Ramsey and probably put Fagioli in place for him. And sticking to the European theme, I think I'm going to play the highlights for this one as well. So here we go then, highlight number 1, 24 minutes in, Leeds United on the attack. To be honest though, doesn't really look like much of an attack from here. Shaparenko into Fagioli. He's going to try and lay this off to Varela. He does. Varela tries to check onto his left. drives into the area, strikes straight against the defender. And now it's a counter-attack, 47 minutes played. Looks like it's going to run into the path of Shaparenko. Going to try and get there first. We do. It's into Gelhardt. Gelhardt tries to play it out wide to Sinisterra. He gets challenged. Another Leeds counter-attack here, 51 minutes played. Looks like it's going to go into the path of Fagioli this time, and he's going to try and go right over the top to Sinisterra. It's a bit of a wild ball, but if he can get onto the end of it, that would be great. Into the box to Gelhardt. Gelhardt to finish. 1-0 here. It's a great goal. Another counter-attack here, 75 minutes played, and it's Varela. I'm going to try and look out wide. That's so poor. And that is that. I ended up only playing the attacking highlights, and we end up drawing the game 1-1, so a bit disappointing, really. And after back-to-back losses against Arsenal and Liverpool, we now only sit 10th in the table. And to make matters worse, Struijk has now come to me saying that the club isn't meeting their demands. Don't worry about it, mate. I've got it all under control. But next up is the opportunity to try and make amends against Wolves. And even with a full-strength team, our struggles continue. 1-1 against Wolves at Allen Road. Sinisterra, the only man to get on the score sheet for us. And just before we head over to our next Premier League game, Nonto gets his wish. Out on loan he goes to Seville. It's a 6-month loan deal. He's rated 74 at the moment. I think that's a really, really good deal. Can we still make Champions League? Well, we're underperforming, that's for sure. Why has the team been struggling? Well, I guess I've got to take some of the blame considering I'm controlling them. And just before we play Chelsea, you can already see we sit 12th in the table. They're 9 points clear of us. This is a game we desperately need to win. And I'm only going to make one change to the team. Ramsey, who's been woefully out of form. Aronson is going to come in for him. Now, I said Arsenal were our bogey team last time, but I won't lie. Chelsea are probably even more of a bogey team. I absolutely hate playing against them. Aronson out wide to Shaparenko. He goes to the right-hand side to Porro. Going to try and throw this in first time. It's a great ball, and we get it onto it. It's a good save. Lays that off to Adeyemi. Adeyemi's going to try and find Dan James on the right-hand side. He does. Dan James to thread this across the box. Great save. Chase him down. Ends up going inside to Osimhen. He goes round Struijk like he's not even there. Drives into the area. Struijk, good tracking back. Unmarked. Lays that off to Shaparenko. Shaparenko finds Aronson. Aronson looks for the ball into Varela. Varela strikes. Gallagher now. Lays that to Havertz. Havertz out wide to Sterling. Sterling trying to get the better of Pedro Porro. So far this game, he hasn't been able to. Havertz, though, gets it into Osimhen. Osimhen puts it in the back of the net. Chelsea lead 1-0, and they are, in fact, offside. That is a major relief. Dan James tries to switch it onto his left. Going to try and play this into the box. Into Aronson. Adeyemi. Adeyemi's going to go right over the top to Dan James. Can he get there? He just about can. He's got time to pick out a ball. It's a horrendous ball into Shaparenko. Shaparenko goes back to Varela. Varela's going to try and play a ball through into Sinisterra. He gives it to Aronson. Aronson, great save from the goalkeeper. And Shaparenko is there. It's 1-0 here to Leeds. And it is nothing more than we deserve. We have been fantastic today. And we lead here 1-0. But in the end, Chelsea get it back. Moreno now has it, lays it off to Baku out wide on the right-hand side. Can he get a ball across? He can. Mellier's there, and we're there again. Meslier with a great triple save. And that is that for the end of the game. What a time to make an unbelievable save. Meslier saves us at the death, and we win here 1-0 at Stamford Bridge, and that is a massive 3 points. And what an impact that has had on morale. Struijk telling me the dressing room is now a much happier place. Back to the Europa League it is, and it's a clash at the top. Leeds against AZ Alkmaar, and some changes are in order for this game. Gelhardt's going to come back in after his goal against Dundee. I think I'll play Popescu at left wing, and I'll also play Brennan Johnson at right wing. I'll bring Fagioli in for Shaparenko, Christensen in for Pedro Porro, and I think I'll also bring in Windal for Luca Netz as well. So highlight number 1, 20 minutes in, AZ have a corner here, and it looks like they're going to go deep with the corner. Instead they go to the near post. Fagioli heads away. Martin Inzi has it though. Bazoa, I think that is, on the right hand side. I have no idea any of these names, so I'm just going to say attackers, defenders, and that is a penalty. We've given away a really soft one there. AZ Alkmaar with the first penalty of the game. I'm going to guess left. They go right. It's 1-0. 29 minutes played. Counter-attack time. Time for us to make amends here. Looks like it's going to come out to Jacob Ramsey. He does get there first. Popescu now has it. Gives it away. 30 minutes played. We have a corner here. It's going to be Varela to take it. Varela's going to try and put this one into the penalty spot. It's not the best corner. Comes back out to Gelhardt though. He's going to lay it back up wide to Varela. Try and swing this one in. It's poor again. Straight into the keeper's arms. And now we have a penalty. 31 minutes in. I have no idea where that's come from. But Brennan Johnson's going to step up here. And I think I'm going to go straight down the middle with this one. I'm hoping the keeper doesn't dive. And he doesn't dive. Now we have a counter-attack. Second half. 49 minutes played here. Varela now has it. Going to try and play it out wide to Popescu. We do. He's on the left-hand side. He plays it infield to Gerhard. Takes a touch. Smashes it past the goalkeeper. And we get back into the game. It's 1-0 here in Holland. 65 minutes in, we have yet another counter-attack here. And it's Jacob Ramsey who's going to pick this one up. And again, I'm going to try and play this out wide to Popescu. He's got so much pace. Going to try and play this across the box to Brennan Johnson. And he strikes it into the back of the net. And we lead here 2-1. Deservedly take the lead after what has been a brilliant game. Free kick for Leeds United. 69 minutes played. I have no idea how to take free kicks, so I definitely think this is going to be one to miss. Godfrey tries to flick that one in. Fagioli out to Christensen. Christensen on the right-hand side, going to try and fling this ball across. We do, and it's a great head. It's a great head. Just missed it. Leeds United solo run. 82 minutes in. Looks like the ball's getting played over to Popescu. Can he get there? He can get there. He's driving into the box to finish this game. He does finish it. It's 3-1 here. It's Popescu's first goal in the Europa League. And we will take the 3 points back to Ellen Road. And we have another penalty here. 85 minutes in. Brennan Johnson. And I think I'm going to go straight down the middle once again. I'm hoping that the keeper does dive. And for crying out loud. And that is that for the end of the game. We missed 2 penalties, but we still managed to take the 3 points. It's a 3-1 win here at AZ. And our unbeaten run in the Europa League continues. We top the group, 7 points, 3 points clear of our nearest rivals, AZ. But more importantly, back to the Premier League we go, and back to Ellen Road we go against Bournemouth. 9th in the table, we've got to get 3 points here again. Fatigue starting to creep in. I'm going to bring in Aronson for Jacob Ramsey. And I'm also going to take out both of my centre-backs, Godfrey in for Struijk, and Koch in for Kalulu. And it's an inspired decision, 3-1 in Ellen Road. Dan James scoring in the 24th minute, and Gerhard getting 2 goals. He's right in form after a really good game against AZ as well. And we're going to finish up this episode with an away game against Southampton, and I'm going to make 2 changes. Window's going to come in for Luca Netz, and Gerhard, who's on a great run of form, he's going to come in for Adeyemi. And you know what? I'm not reserving these highlights just for Europe. I'm absolutely loving them. We're going to carry them over into the Premier League, and we have our first attacking highlight. 27 minutes into the game, Jacob Ramsey releases Dan James on the right-hand side. He's got acres of space to run into. He's got loads of pace, plays it across to Sinisterra, and it's a 1-0 lead here at St Mary's Stadium. It's a brilliant, incisive counter-attack, and Sinisterra gets his goal. And it's 84 minutes played, and I've made a bit of a cock-up here, because I've actually only hit attacking highlights rather than highlights in general. So you can see we've somehow gone to 2-2. But Jacob Ramsey now has the chance to get us in the lead, and he absolutely blows it. But with 86 minutes played, we've got another opportunity. Looks like it's Shaparenko. He's got the chance to dink this over to the far post, and instead he goes short. And it looks like that is that for the end of the game. Well, I'm sorry, folks. I meant to hit full highlights, not attacking highlights. It ends here 2-2 at St Mary's Stadium. Pedro Porro not happy about being subbed off. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't even make the call. And because of that little mess up against Southampton, I've actually decided to play one final game in this episode, and we're going to go back to the Europa League for a home game against AZ. Several changes to be made to our starting lineup. Gerhard coming in for Adeyemi, Brennan Johnson coming in for Dan James, Popescu coming in for Sinisterra, the likes of Fagioli coming in for Shaparenko, and also Aronson's going to come in for Jacob Ramsey too. I'm also going to bring in Christensen for Pedro Porro and Ben Godfrey for Kalulu. So here we go then, last game of the episode, and it's a big one against AZ. We absolutely battered them the first time we played them. Let's hope we can get the same result this time. Corner kick, 24 minutes in, Varela to take it. Going to try and float this one into the penalty spot. And we float it into the 6-yard area. Christensen gets his head on it. And he is absolutely fantastic in that area. And we lead here at Ellen Road 1-0. 53 minutes in. Leeds on the counter-attack. Trying to see who I've got ahead of me. It looks like I've got Brennan Johnson, and I'm going to try and find him. It's a fantastic ball over the top to him. Somehow he stayed on side, and it's a great piece of defensive work. 68 minutes in, we've got a free kick, and I can see somehow we're down to 10 men. Now, come on, that is surely a highlight that is worth playing. Christensen to take the free kick. I am horrendous with free kicks. Let's see how this goes. And he's hit the post. Varela has it. Out to Christensen again. This highlight continues to play on. Fagioli down the right-hand side. I'm still kind of annoyed, to be honest, that we've not had the opportunity to play that red card. But Fagioli dinks one in. It's a great head. And it's Popescu inside the penalty area that gets himself up ahead of the defender and puts us 2-0 up here at Ellen Road. 89 minutes played. And it's going to be the first noteworthy attack of the opposition. And it looks like they're going to loft one up. Christensen gets that one away. Varela has it. And that is that. Game over. It's 2-0 here at Ellen Road, and we've absolutely battered AZ Alkmaar once again, and surely that will be enough for us to top the group. And we stay top of the group. Lille now in second place, and a draw against them in our next game will be enough to see us through to the next round of the Europa League. The same positive words can't be said about the Premier League though. We are 9th, 15 points from 10 games, 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. It has been absolutely horrendous. However, with Everton 4th with 21 points, we are only 6 points behind them. But that is that for the end of this episode. It has been a massive episode, plenty of games played, plenty of action, and of course, there's plenty more games to come in the next episode tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like and subscribe. It will do the channel a world of good, and I'll see you again next time.